We have a delegation for 7:30. And this is Patty Hinman from the Planning for the St. Clair Region Conservation Authority and their request for funding towards the Dynamic Beach Area Study on page 108 of the agenda. Oh, you have a...
Yeah, but I don't know, I don't see the projector.
We don't have anything set up for PowerPoint.
If you give us a couple minutes, how...
Okay.
Can you chat for a minute or two?
Yeah, sure, okay.
Oh, we'll come through here. We didn't, we should have been ready for that. We do have it in our counselors have it in our package. There is it the same slideshow.
Yeah, this is a little, yeah, it's a little bit more, but I was going to keep it very short.
Okay.
Yeah, I should, I don't know, unless you want to continue with something else until...
Well, we can't really continue with setting up. Yes, we can. Can you catch the minute for a couple?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna get to you in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
We'll do something
Thank
so
you.
if we can do this, we'll have to make sure that Roberta gets the 8:17. This is report 146 for the smoke-free outdoor spaces bylaw. And the county is asking for a resolution for this bylaw. And page is on. Page is on. Anyway, we have the discussion there, the proposed smoke-free outdoor spaces bylaw. There's several letters and concerns that were addressed, letters of support from the health centers, and a few letters from the website. The bylaw is proposed that it restriction of smoking around parks, playgrounds, and sports areas of 9 meters. For playgrounds, it doesn't affect the beach, it doesn't affect the trails or golf courses. Anyone in council prepared to either support or not support the resolution of the county?
Sit back if you For two reasons. For two reasons.
Nothing weird, eh?
Yes, before making a motion, I think I would just like to share what I shared at the county because I appreciate the people that are here from the county too, representing the health services, and but I want to communicate some serious thoughts that I have been mulling over in the last recent weeks. And first of all, before I say anything, I'd like to say that, make it clear that I'm not a smoker, I've never been a smoker, and I expect I never will. And I am fully supportive of the ban on smoking in confined public spaces, absolutely. I mean, that is clearly based on science, and I'm fully supportive of that. But I have major reservations with this proposed bylaw, and I consider it a slippery slope for councils to make decisions that are based on impressions. I've asked for studies that show that specific risks related to outdoor spaces as opposed to confined public spaces or confined spaces. And what I was given was nothing was specifically oriented towards open spaces. And I think that we have to make decisions on on solid fact. Two of the things I was given were initiated or supported by the Cancer Society, which is understandable with the result of those. One was confined spaces indoors, and the last one included patios and cafes, outdoor cafes and things like that would have wind blocks and things. So I guess fundamentally, yes, as I've been told, the issue is that do we want to change, be a catalyst for change in society? Are we part of societal change? And I understand that there's a time and place for that, but I believe that society has definitely provided positive peer pressure to discourage people from smoking, and I'm sure that's only going to escalate. And I think in the meantime, it's dangerous for us to be making decisions which are based on warm fuzzies, that, you know, we're going to be doing something that's not scientifically based. And logic tells me there's a significant difference between confined areas and exposure to occasional smoke that's dissipated in outdoor spaces. And that's where my concern arises, because I think if we make a decision on the basis of the warm fuzzies, then it's slippery slope. We're not always insisting that our decisions are based on fact. And so then it becomes an over-government regulation, and it becomes an infringement on freedom of choice. So the study here, I also had a reservation with the research that was done, because it had 306 responses from the county, and the county has over 100,000 residents. So that's less than a third of 1% response. So that's a very low sampling. And so fundamentally, yes, I'm very opposed to smoking, but I feel even more strongly that we have to insist on small government and not become over-regulators.
I'll second the motion.
Oh, I thought you did. No,
I just made a statement.
She's just rambling.
do you want to make a motion that we don't support the outdoor spaces bylaw from the county?
Yes.
I was thinking that, but I'd like to speak to it.
Mr. Underwood.
Yeah, I'm opposed to this, but for a different reason. The last year we've been looking at different levels of government that have been infringing on the municipal ability to be able to make our bylaws for our people of our community. And here we are again. Now it's the county level coming down with something. This is a municipal responsibility as far as I'm concerned. We have bylaws for smoking. We will amend them and make them stronger as we see fit. To have the county come up with a blanket feel-good thing, because maybe in my opinion personally, I don't think they're doing very much up there. I think it's completely out of place, and I don't agree with it at all, for that reason.
The smoking bylaw is a county bylaw.
Yeah, I know. I want the county to put that up on municipal business.
Okay. Councillor Scott?
I'm concerned that if we were to put this bylaw in place, what exactly would be the way that we could go and enforce it? Like, it's kind of like the dogs off leads. We already have, you know, all kinds of problems and different things. We already have problems going out to monitor that. How much monitoring would we be able to do in the park? Are we going to run around with 9 meters? Long measuring tape to say, oh, you're here's a ticket. Like, I mean, who's going to do that?
Probably nobody. It's going to be, it's an education on the signage. We talked about it at the county, that it'll be, it's playgrounds and parks where children are.
That's right, we can always give them Xbox 360 with violence. I'm opposed to this bylaw because we still sell the product. Until we get serious in this country and stop selling the product, these to me are absolutely nonsense.
Anyone else? The motion is that we don't support the county. The county needs a triple majority. I think they may have that already. The city of Sarnia has supported that kind of deal. And they will. Councillor Cook?
Well, I guess they're just asking for a 9-meter buffer. They're not like they're asking you to go
No.
10 miles away. They're asking for a 9-meter buffer. So I don't really have an issue with a 9-meter buffer. I wouldn't want to be sitting in the stands. Like right now, it's not covering bleachers. You're sitting in the bleachers of a ballpark. Someone can smoke right in front of you. Are you going to appreciate that? You can't do it in Sky Dome. You can't do it anywhere else. Open or closed roof. So I wouldn't want to have somebody smoking right close to me.
You can have a drunk sitting beside you to your Canada.
We allow drinking in the Legacy and in this Rosary.
Confined.
Exactly, confined.